guys, and welcome to a new mini-series that I'm going to start on my channel, although I don't know how frequent it will be because we all know what has happened to my What I Eat in a Day videos. I did one and said I was going to start doing them. The one that I did was months ago. But I want to start this new series on my channel every so often, just to have a little chat with you guys. You can leave suggestions for what you want me to talk about. I may talk about stuff that's going on in my life, or things that I am thinking about. This one is a bit of a life update. I did a life update, I think it's a few months ago now. I think it was maybe towards the beginning of the summer. I did a little life update, and I also want to share with you a few of the things that I have been loving recently. The reason I'm going to include them in this video is because I don't have enough favourites to make a separate favourites video. It's going to be called Coffee and Cake, if you hadn't already seen by the title. The title's not up there, the title's down there. What am I doing? Coffee and Cake, because I have my coffee, ow, it's hot, my coffee in my deceiving 18 mug and a little cake. So this is my little cake. Yeah, I don't really know how often I'll do it because maybe I won't have cake sometimes, but I'll try and do it when I have some sort of sweet treat. It's not really a cake, it's a flapjack, and it's only half because it's quite a big flapjack. And I'm not actually that hungry, but it's a coffee and cake segment. This is, I will share with you what I'm eating. It's an Inca berry and pumpkin seed coconut flapjack by the Living Food Kitchen. I wrapped up the other half in cling film. I'll probably eat this later for as dessert or something. Okay, I'm gonna try this for the first time. This way. Yeah, I like it. I think what makes it so good for you is that it's made with coconut oil, I think. Yeah, it's made with coconut oil and coconut sugar. Pretty much, I'm guessing, similar ingredients to what's in a normal flapjack, but just healthier variants of that. Anyway, yes, let's start the chat. So first off, I'm going to do a little update. The biggest thing that's been happening in my life recently is that I started uni. I am at Strathclyde University, or the University of Strathclyde it's actually called, which I didn't actually realise until a lot later. I thought it was always called Strathclyde University, but it's not actually. I'm studying journalism, creative writing and English. I'm also doing social policy since I had to choose another subject. Yes, this is my third week of classes, and I don't know. I don't know what I've gotten myself into, honestly. Our first set of assignments are fast approaching for my 3 subjects, and I'm doing 3. Journalism and creative writing are 1 subject. I don't want to think about it, but there's just if you're at university, if you've been to university, you will know that it is a lot of work. I knew it was a lot of work, but I don't think I quite understood just how much of a jump it is from college or school, since a lot of people go straight from school, but I was at college for 3 years before going to university, so it's a big difference, and I have work to do after I film this video, and I have work to do every single day, and I'm just constantly in my head, I'm like, oh my god, I still got this to do, I still have that to do, when am I gonna do this? It's I have to plan every last thing that I'm doing in the week. It's crazy, but it's alright. I mean, I'm not dead yet. So yes, university. What else has been happening in my life? I was at Comic-Con at the end of last month, which was great. Of course, I have filmed my Comic-Con haul, which I will link down below if you are interested. I miss it so much. I loved it. It was such a good weekend, and I'm so ready for next year. I'm just waiting for tickets to go on sale. I've been actually drinking quite a lot, which I feel isn't anything different for most students, but the thing that really blows my mind is that this time last year I would not even touch a drop of alcohol. I didn't feel the need to drink it. I didn't really have the opportunity. Now I'm just yes! Yeah, I've just been having a good time despite the stresses that uni is slowly bringing into my life. I say slowly, even during the first week I was in tears already. In the first week I was in tears. Life is still good. Life is still good. I think in my last update I said life was good. Life is still good. Now I want to talk about a few of my favourite things of this past month. 2 TV programs that I just need to talk about. First is RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars. Oh my god. I'm a huge Drag Race fan. I don't tend to talk about it on here. Maybe I should make a whole video on Drag Race. That would be great. But Drag Race has become this huge part of my life. I'm obsessed with it. I love it so much. It was in my favourites video a few months ago. All Stars is currently on. We have 2 more episodes to go and I've just been obsessed with it. I love it. I'm rooting for Alyssa. Love Alyssa. I was originally rooting for Adore, but then she left. Adore is like my favourite queen overall out of all the seasons. I love Alyssa and I'm rooting for her to win. Another show that I was obsessed with in September, and it was the end of August as well, I think. I can't really remember when I started watching it, but Bates Motel. Oh my god. I love it. You may remember that I spoke about Scream. I'm pretty sure it was in my last favourites video I spoke about Scream. After I finished watching Scream, I wanted to watch something else. Something that's had those kind of like horror vibes. Although I wouldn't say Bates Motel as horror. I would say that's more thriller. But anyway, started watching Bates Motel and I was just obsessed. Watched all 4 seasons. Still not able to binge watch anything. I watched like maybe 2 or 3 a day, but that's still good on my account. I'm sure you probably all know, but it's based on the characters of the film Psycho, and it's set in present day. It kind of looks at the relationship between Norman and his mum, and also how Norman turns into the psycho that he is in the film. I just love it. I've grown so attached to the characters, which doesn't really happen that often with me in programs. I don't know. I think it's because I'm not a huge watcher of films and TV that I don't feel attachments that often, but I just love all the characters and it's just so good. And now I have to wait until next year for the new series. I also want to talk about some music, specifically Green Day's new songs. Oh my god. Green Day have been one of my favourite bands for years now. They have a new album coming out this month. Oh my god, Revolution Radio. I am so excited. And they have released 3 songs from the album so far: Bang Bang, Revolution Radio and Still Breathing. All 3 songs I absolutely love. My favourite out of the 3 is Still Breathing, I think. But I have very high hopes for this album. After Uno, Dos and Tres, I mean, there were good songs on those albums that I really like. Nuclear Family, Dirty Rotten Bastards, but they just didn't hit me in the way albums like American Idiot, 21st Century Breakdown, Nimrod have hit me. Like, those 3 albums are like my favourite Green Day albums. And I feel this album, from what I can take from the songs that we've heard so far, there's definitely an American Idiot and 21st Century Breakdown vibe there, with maybe a little bit of vibe from older Green Day. But then at the same time, like, if you listen to Still Breathing's pretty different. I'm so excited. I love Green Day, and I'm going to see them in Leeds in February. I have waited so long to see them. I can't wait. Oh my god. There's one more thing I want to talk about. Another favourite. It's a food favourite. And I wasn't actually going to include these in the video, but I ended up buying some more of these bars earlier today, and I'm like, why not include them in the video? Because I do really like them. I want to talk about them. It is these bars. Oh, this one. These are by Creative Nature Superfoods, who I first discovered through Sourcebox. I feel as if I discover every food brand through sauce box. I have fallen in love with these two flavours. The peanut protein, and then also the raw cacao. And then I've also picked up this one, which I've not tried before, ginger detox. These two are raw superfood flapjacks, and this one is just a pea protein power bar. These two are one of your 5 a day, so they're flapjacks, but they are one of your 5 a day. They don't contain any sweeteners or no added sugars, and they are vegan. And this one has 7 grams of protein, and is again vegan and gluten free and all that. So I really recommend these bars. They are so good if you're looking for a healthy snack. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this coffee and cake, I still have a little bit left, video. Usually they're not going to be like this. This was a bit of like a life update slash favourites video, but I will typically have something to talk about. I may have guests on. I may bring my sister into it, or my boyfriend, or other friends, or whoever, and we may talk about stuff. If you have any suggestions that you want to leave down below as to what we could talk about, it could be anything at all. Leave your suggestions, and I will see you next time.